Hey guys, Wolfpack92 back with Truth Episode 4. This time, it's something that needs to be talked about. Something that's not easy to talk about, but something that needs to be talked about. Bullying. I, now and when I was in school, as was my wife, was a victim, and we're still victims, of constant bullying from stupid people. And it's bad on adults because it does cause depression, anxiety, and all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Know how sarcastic I'm being right here. What I mainly want to focus about is the bullying that happens in schools. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you bullies something. You think it's so cool to be able to put your feelings of insecurity off on someone else so you don't have to deal with it, and think that's the coolest thing in the friggin' world. If that makes you feel good, if that makes you think you're cool, look in the friggin' mirror and rethink your life. Because all that makes you is an asshole. That is all that makes you. And that is the only swear word I'm going to use here. It makes you look like an asshole. What can we do about bullying? Sadly, there is something we can do, but there's something people won't do, which is take the root source of the problem and help people deal with it. I know countless people who are in high school, who are in middle school, who are in elementary school. And I get asked all the time, Wolf, what can we do about bullying? How can we stop bullying? The answer is simple. Tell a trusted adult or tell a friend. Because a true friend will stand with you, eye to eye for bully, and tell them to stop. And everybody says you should just ignore them. Ignoring them is a good step. But what I find is 99.9% of the time, it doesn't exactly solve... Okay, well, maybe about 95% of the time, it doesn't solve the problem. Never, I mean never, should you take care of a bully by resorting to physical violence unless you are forced to protect yourself. You should never, ever resort to physical violence to take care of a bully. Even though they may deserve a nice right hook to the face... It is not worth it because in the end it is going to make you look like the bad guy. Where does bullying take place mostly? Schools, public, work, and sadly, when bullying stops in school because, screw us as people, right? Screw the people who suffer from this. Thanks to stuff like Facebook and Twitter and other social media outlets like that, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, who have gone their way to stop bullying, it still happens. Because when you go home, when I was a kid, when I was in middle school, high school, the internet was kind of just a new thing. We didn't have much social media. I was in middle school and high school like 2006 to... I started middle school in like 2004, I think. Somewhere around there. I'm not sure of my years, but... bullying ended when I left the damn school. And I loved going to school, but I hated dealing with the idiots at school who had nothing better to do than run their mouth. I hate people like that because they run their mouth. They have to show off to their friends that I'm able to put my feelings of depression and anxiety and the internal pain I'm feeling on somebody else because I don't want to deal with them, and I don't want to talk about what's going on in my life. I'm going to talk to the people who get bullied, and then I'm going to talk to the bullies themselves, and that's when this is going to get good. Thanks to social media, bullying is 24/7. Cyberbullying is a real thing, and cyberbullying, along with regular bullying, has led to high school students and middle school students committing suicide. And I'm going to tell you a story. I live in Windber. It's a little town near Johnstown, PA. It was a couple years ago. I'm not going to name names here because I'm trying to be as respectful as I can here. There was a kid who bullied another kid so much, this kid went into the abandoned trolley yard. There's a little thing up here where trolley graves, they're like old trolleys just sitting and rusting. It's a very isolated location. He went back there and he killed himself. What's even more is because I have friends that are in high school, and when they were telling what happened, the kid that caused this other kid to kill himself was laughing his head off. Think about that for a minute. You caused another human being, a young man, to go into an isolated area and take his own life, cause his family countless amounts of grief and countless amounts of suffering, all because of your insecurities. How dare you? And that doesn't make you cool, son. That makes you a friggin' murderer in my book. But how can we stop bullying? How can we stop bullying? As I said, tell a friend, tell a trusted adult, and be persistent about it. Keep on, like, hey, this needs to stop, because I am a firm believer that 90% of all bad incidents that happen at schools deal with bullying, and it deals with a kid having way too much pent-up aggression and pent-up anger at the world and at everybody in the school for ignoring them, and they take matters into their own hands. The bullying crisis in this country is disgusting. I've been bullied. I was the one who was being picked on. And in high school, I started to gain an attitude for not taking crap. Please don't do what I did. I would turn whatever the bully said back around on them. Actually, that does work, and it is kind of funny. Yeah, so that's a good way. Burn the bullies. It's not recommended, but turn what they say around on them. Let them see how it feels. Now, the other side of that is it kind of makes you look like the villain, which is not the case, but that is one of the things you can do. But telling a trusted adult, whether it's a school counselor, your parents, I told my parents everything that happened to me in school, and more or less it stopped, but it did kind of start up again, and that's what I think happens, because people tell people, it stops, and then it starts up again. It's like, okay, well, I told nothing happened. No, something did happen. You were able to put a chink in their armor and get them to stop doing what they were doing. If the bullying you are suffering results in physical violence, is the product of physical violence, go to the police. screw the school counselors, go to the police. I'm very anti-bullying. Another thing you can do to stop bullying is keep this in your mind. If you're being bullied, it's nothing you did. You didn't do a damn thing wrong, okay? You didn't do a damn thing wrong. What it is they are so insecure and they are so... They are so unhappy with their own lives that they have to put those feelings off on you. So it's nothing you did. Just know they are a horrible person that have to make you feel as bad as they do, which is really sad. I'm a very, very, I'm very, very anti-bullying. I'm very, very... Like, if you're a new kid in school and you want to start your shit, leave these... Like, if you want to... Like, if you're in high school and you want to start bullying kids, don't. As I said at the beginning of this episode, it makes you look like an asshole. No matter what age you are. Now, how to deal with adult bullying? Straight up ignore them. You're going to find people who will lie to your face and to be your friend and treat you like crap all the time. Best thing you do is, if you do try to be friends with those people, the moment they start the crap, just cut ties with them. It is not worth the stress and the anxiety that they are going to bring down upon you for all the bullshit that they have to, for all the, it's not worth all the bullshit that follows. Trust me, depression and anxiety are not fun. But in the end, stop bullying, guys. Please, speak up, tell a friend, because I will say this, there's a difference between a true friend and a poser. A true friend there's a difference between a friend and a true friend, let me put it like that. A friend will console you at the bullying. A true friend will stand together with you against the bullies. That is what you need to do, is band together. Band together. All the outcasts, all you outcasts out there who feel like outcasts from your school social structure. Maybe because you're in the anime, you're in the metal, maybe you're bisexual, whatever it is, band together with the other outcast and show them that we will not be bullied any longer. Thank you guys for joining me on this. The thing I want you to take away from this, please stop bullying, for the love of God. I am very anti-bullying. I'm very, very leave people alone that don't want nothing to do with you. So next time you're being bullied, remember, you're not alone. Find those friends, and on social media, use the block button. Just use that beautiful block button. And in real life, ignore the hell out of them, and they will more than likely leave you alone. If they don't, tell a friend, tell a counselor. If the counselors don't do anything, keep persisting. Most schools have cameras nowadays, so yeah. I thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this podcast, please let me know what you'd like to hear me talk about next. Actually, what we're talking about next, we're going to go back to talking about the rioters. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for that episode. Wolfpack 92 out.